when you look at this image, we are playing out two images. One is the Pradhan Mantri who was when in the central hall, he's just bowing down to the constitution as a matter of respect and gratitude. And he says, हमारे लिए संविधान सबसे ऊपर है. Then is the Rahul Gandhi who's mocking the Prime Minister. Samir, the elections are over. The heat and dust has settled. Do you think it's time for the opposition also to be a little bit more constructive, or you find merit in what Rahul is saying, Samir?
Deepthi, first of all, if you're comparing the two images, then obviously, see, the theatrical prowess of the Prime Minister is in front of everybody. Nobody is, nobody can challenge that the theatrical prowess of the Prime Minister.
You're saying
but,
this is all
coming
drama?
to your point,
Samir, are you saying all this is drama?
There is obviously a need, because this is all this is all a PR stunt, and there is nothing wrong in acknowledging that the public of the people of India have actually made a dent on what the Prime Minister and what the BJP stood for. Okay. In the past 10-year tenure of the Prime Minister, they have completely worked against the Constitution, and now I am thankful to the people of India who have shown their faith and what the Constitution actually means to them. Okay. And it's owing to the dip in those numbers and the problem that the BJP, the problem with the mandate that it didn't get, the BJP did not get. It's because of all these things that today the Prime Minister has to, make a move.
So you are also claiming credit much like Rahul Gandhi. So Tuhin, it's only because of people like Rahul Gandhi, people like Akhilesh Yadav, that the Pradhan Mantri has been forced to acknowledge that the Constitution is the supreme book that will be used to run the country, Tuhin.
Well, good evening, Deepthi. Good evening, everybody. If I were in Rahul Gandhi's shoes, I would be extremely worried about having to spend the third consecutive term in Parliament with less than 100 seats. I would be extremely worried about, not getting a single member of Parliament in at least 5 to 6 states. But look at the way he continues to be delusional. Prime Minister Modi has had utmost respect and reverence for the Constitution. Now, let me put two straight questions to the Congress representative over here. Which amendment of Modi government to the Constitution do they have a problem with? Do they have a problem with the 106th amendment to the Constitution, the Nari Shakti Vandan Adhiniyam? Do they have a problem with the 102nd Amendment, which gave constitutional status to National Council of Backward Caste? And second question, which page or which article in the Constitution states that you need 400 seats to change the Constitution? We had, roughly 360 seats even last time with our alliance partners. We could have done it in 2019.
But then,
so
Tuhin, something did go wrong. No, see, otherwise, your allies, Eknath Shinde ji, and even KC Tyagi of the JDU, they are both acknowledging कि दिक्कत तो हुई है, उसी से damage हुआ है. And Tuhin, to be fair, I just want to know what the Congress is asking you, that why did the Prime Minister, the PMO's, Twitter handle, change the display pic? Are you being forced to acknowledge that Constitution is supreme and you will abide by the Constitution?
No, Prime, on two occasions, on three consecutive occasions in 2014, 2019 and 2024, before entering the Parliament, Prime Minister Modi has, prostrated himself on the stairs of the Parliament. That is the kind of respect that he has for the Parliament. That is the kind of respect that he has for the Constitution.
Okay, Lokesh, quickly respond to this.
To mislead the people,
yes, so Lokesh, I think that's a good point that Tuhin has raised.
My good friend Tuhin, he talked about 102nd Constitutional Amendment Act. Now, 102nd Constitutional Amendment Act was not constitutional. That's why you had to reverse it. 102nd Constitutional Act was basically depriving the states for recommending the OBCs. And you wanted the National Commission of Backward Classes to be the sole authority that would have recommended which castes to be included under the OBCs.
Okay, Lokesh, to add to that, what Tuhin has just said, that the Prime Minister did this in 2014. The Prime Minister also revered the Constitution in 2019. When he does that in 2024, why do you say that ye sab drama hai and this is a PR stunt also, Samir? Why do you call this drama?
Deepti, is the question directed towards
Yes,
me?
Samir, yes.
Deepti, it is very clear. Never before, and since the bites that you showed, clearly the alliance partner themselves are of the opinion that the 400 par slogan did all the damage, or to majority
so
of the fact.
Now you need help from the NDA allies, Samir, to have your case.
So obviously, I have, ma'am, the India Alliance, from day one, since the results have been announced, we have been very hopeful that this is the alliance, and the alliance partners will work with the India Alliance to, to stop BJP from doing wrong. And this is just the beginning. And we are very faithful. We are very hopeful that in the future, it's the alliance partners who will, stop the BJP from gaining an autocratic style. And this is in the favor of the country. This is in the favor of every citizen of the country.
Okay.
I don't think there's anything wrong with acknowledging what right is being done.
Tuhin will take 10 seconds to respond before we hit a break.
Tuhin is bowing down to the Constitution. Even this.
Okay, Tuhin, yes.
Well, Deepti, it's been 8 days. It's been 8 days since the results came out. Look at the difference between the two sides. On war mode, we have got back to governance. The allocation of portfolios has been done seamlessly. Two big decisions of the cabinet has been taken. And these people, what are they doing? They are unable to appoint the LOP. They are, Rahul Gandhi is unable to decide which constituency to retain. The only thing they managed to do is make absurd comments and make absurd statements and keep misleading the people. So, this is the character between the two sides.
All right, so Tuhin says that this is the comparison of what the NDA and the India Alliance really stands for. Only for word of time, gentlemen, I thank all of you right now. But we'll have to see whether this entire pressure and pull that Rahul Gandhi believes has worked with the Samvidhan will continue. On the other side of this quick break, back with more.